So it is 2022, guys, and I hope you all had a fantastic new year. I'm really excited to make loads of videos on ARK this year because there's going to be so much awesome content coming. This video is going to be another, what's coming to ARK in, 2022, but it's mainly focusing on the creatures. So far, we know 3 new creatures come into the game and they're going to be completely free, which is absolutely awesome. So I hope this video does help you out. If it does, as always, smash that like button. Let's see if we can smash over 1,000 likes on today's video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's just get straight into things. Now, if you do want to see a little bit more with what's coming out of the game, not just creatures, then I've done lots of other 2022 videos. That's some of my most recent ones. So I recommend you, if you want to find more about new maps and new content, not just creatures, then definitely go and watch that. But let's get in with this. So obviously, first of all, you may have seen this already, but there is 3 new creatures coming to the Fjord map, which is completely free map June 2022. And recently, the Fjord Hawk was announced. Now, when you first look at this creature, you're thinking to yourself, like, what, it's just a hawk. Like, this is not very exciting. How many small creatures are we going to see come to ARK Survival Evolved? We want big creatures, but it actually is going to be extremely useful, and I'll be reading to you everything you need to know about the Fjord Hawk right now. So as you can see, this is all its stats, and this is it in the wild. So most creatures that I've encountered here I've endured thanks to their great size, strength, and just pure destruction. But the Fjord Hawk gets on its wit and by scavenging. The bird also seems to have an almost preternatural ability to predict and avoid danger. Fjord Hawks follow predators and survivors from a high, watching for their moment to swoop in and snatch an easy meal. When you do tame one, they are surprisingly playful and their favourite game is fetch. Indulge your bird with this play and a bit of patience and you'll reap the rewards. Just point out a target and your Fjord Hawk will fly off to retrieve it for you. A well-trained Fjord Hawk can locate injured prey and communicate its find to you. Now, not only is that going to be cool, I know right now you're thinking, still not that great, but this is for me one of the best things about it. These clever birds will bond with humans as wholeheartedly as any canine or primate, in a way uniquely suited to this time and place. If you should meet with some grave misfortune, your Fjord Hawk will immediately fly off with as many of your belongings as it can carry, and as soon as you've respawned by the Ark, your friend will track you down and return your equipment to you. I think that is absolutely awesome. I think that's like game changing in my opinion, and I just think, if you lose some of your items and you have to go and find them again, the cool thing about this Fjord Hawk is that I know it'll probably be a random amount of items that you get, and sometimes maybe you'll get a bit unlucky with what it takes out of your inventory, but still getting a few of them back completely free at the beginning if you've got one tamed, I just think it's really, really nice. And it's going to be easier to get some of it back and then go get the rest of it if you do end up getting killed in the game by something or whatever happens to you. So that is the Fjord Hawk coming June 2022 with the new Viking map. Now, the next creature that is coming was the first ever announced one, is the Andrewsarchus. This again looks really, really awesome. As you can see, it's got a minigun on its saddle and looks like it gets very armored up from the photo on the dossier right here. It kind of reminds me of like a hyena and kind of like a boar mixed together, but obviously we'll read about it right now. So in the wild, the Andrewsarchus is a beast that's full of surprises. These ungainly creatures might seem sluggish while foraging for a meal, but they can move unexpectedly fast when provoked. Like certain other, obviously creatures, the Andrewsarchus will aggressively defend its territory against interlopers. With some distance between you, it may be possible to dodge a charging Andrewsarchus. They don't exactly turn on a dime, so they're going to turn very slowly in this game. Just don't expect a river or lake to protect you from one. As long as its feet can reach the bottom, the Andrewsarchus will plow its way right through the deep water, and these scavengers will tear into just about anything if hungry. But they've got a bit of a sweet tooth as well, and you've seen many agitated Andrewsarchus pacified by some honey. So again, that's probably going to be a way to calm one down, or I suppose I wonder how to tame them. They seem to have a sweet tooth, which is very, very interesting. So the domesticated side of things, once tamed, the Andrewsarchus is a reliably fast beast of burden. As long as you don't need to take it any corners at full speed. Its density in water also makes the Andrewsarchus ideal for searching ocean floors for pearls, since it sinks so readily to the bottom. The preferred saddle includes a mounted minigun to target foes, while the driver stays safe inside their airtight armoured enclosure. Though a fully armoured Andrewsarchus can't absorb as much damage as some of the Ark's larger creatures, it still excels at harassing them. So this sounds, again, another crazy creature. I know it won't be the best one, but I mean, by the sounds of things, the saddle, you can actually, there's a driver and someone probably mounting the minigun. So they're actually probably going to be bigger than you expect. Usually they put a survivor next to them, but they haven't actually done that. So we don't have an idea, from what I can see from the dossier, how big. Is there a survivor there on a photo? I don't think there is. I could be wrong, but I think they're probably going to be bigger than we actually expect. And yeah, I do think it will be something awesome that will come to ARK Survival Evolved. Again, this one being June 2022. So that is the 2 confirmed dinos currently available to you. But what's next, you're probably asking? The dinosaur ARK voting system. So yeah, basically there's 3 coming, and right now there are 2 more days to vote for what creature you want to come to ARK Survival Evolved. There was a list that was set up and everyone got to put what they wanted to come to the game, and you can put your idea, and the top 10 made it into the list. Now, this year they're doing the voting a little bit differently. You have to rank where you want your, like, sort of favorite to least favorite. Now, by the way, on the screen right now, this is not me ranking mine at all. This is not me putting what I want to come to the game or anything like that. This is just me clicked on the website and it's a random one at this moment in time. And as I've mentioned to you guys many a times in videos, I don't like to say what I'm going to be voting for because I think it's unfair on the community. I keep mine quiet. But as you can see, there's 10 creatures that have a chance to come to the game. We've got the Rhino. I'm not even Rhino, I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but it's basically the giant sky giga insect that flies around in the sky, which I've made a video on it if you want to learn more about how it's pretty much going to work. And then we've got the Desmodus Draculae, which is a giant bat, which I think would be really cool to fly through the skies in. Then we have a giraffe, a prehistoric giraffe called the Scytherum. Then we have a beetle. We have the cark, which again, I'm like a big fan of that. I'm not saying that's going to be number 1, but I did want it to come to the game. I mean, I was very happy with the Dinopithecus because I thought it was a cool thing, so I wasn't too bothered, but I was a bit sad when it didn't come to the game. But again, there's so many other awesome things on this list I would be happy with. And then there's the Pyroraptor. The Titanoceratops, again, is a really awesome one. It's like a giant trike giga siege beast type thing. So it's something that can actually fight a giga, but like a herbivore version that we haven't seen before. Then one called the Myotragus, I'm going to go for. The Armadillosuchus and the giant bison. So this is the top 10 creature vote right now. One of these lucky creatures is going to come to the game. It's probably going to obviously be the creature that people have put at their number 1 most likely. And I really like the way they've done this vote because it just gives the community, because like what Wildcard said, it was like, you know, when there was the top 2 last time in the vote, just so far ahead of the other ones, people think, why would I vote for something right at the bottom of the list if, you know, like, if there's not, it's just like a waste of a vote. I may as well vote for something that is gonna potentially have a chance of winning this vote, but that I would like the most. So within this system, what I liked about it is the way that someone can literally put what they want the most from number 1 to number 10. So yeah, it really does make it a lot more fair, and I can't wait to see what wins. Obviously, in 2 days' time, this closes. If you want to get involved, type in the ARK Creature vote, and it should take you straight to this page where you can vote and get that submitted. But anyway, guys, that is the full video of the current creatures we know are coming to ARK in 2022, completely free. I'm sure there'll be more along the way, so I'll obviously make videos throughout 2022 on that anyway. But let me know which one you want out of this vote. Obviously, Andrewsarchus and the Fjord Hawk coming to ARK next. Well, I keep saying next, well, thinking of saying next year, but I just realized it's a new year. It's crazy. But smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video very soon.